After looking back at my preliminary task film, there were several things that I noticed about it that altered the way I filmed my opening sequence. Reviewing this film helped me to develop my filmmaking skills and see how to simplify for greater effect. The opening sequence task firstly revealed to me that I was underprepared when I made this film. The poor acting skills of my characters epitomised this failure on my part. The actors did not fully understand the serious message I was intending on portraying, and this showed with their slightly sarcastic tones. The camera I used did capture what I was intending on capturing in the overall scheme of things. However, the clarity of the picture was questionable, and this was another example of a lack of preparation on my part. The camera was a standard HD video camera. I changed this for my opening sequence movie, whereby I used a Nikon slow motion HD camera. I changed to use this camera as it enabled me to capture quick moving images while still capturing good levels of motion clarity. The location was an aspect that made my opening sequence positively average. The film was filmed in an office building. It lacked the real energy that I had hoped would be present. For my opening sequence, Finalised Copy, I filmed the shots in Australia in an area called Surfers Paradise. The location was perfect to my storyline. The sun and the beach there show the lifestyle of many skaters in those areas. The storyline was one of the areas I was most pleased with within my film. The storyline in my first piece had potential to be very dramatic and build great emotions. However, due to some positively average acting, there was not a melody present. In my opening sequence, I decided to film just one character who dominated the narrative. This change from two characters to one made a big difference, as there were few distractions and there was more time to film the shots. The storyline in the opening sequence filmed also had much more diversity to it. The storyline looks at the subconscious narrative in the dream, to a bored boy within a home, to an exuberated boy whilst he is skating, to finally an injured boy when he gets hit by a car. The quick change in emotions and narrative is useful to the overall look of my film, as it will hopefully help entertain the audience throughout. Thus, on the back of underpreparing for my preliminary task, I was much more prepared for the opening sequence task. I made a draft piece to see areas whereby the filming and acting was poor, and from this film I created my final piece. One area I would improve is the time-lapse of my final piece. It does show a passing of time, which is my intention. However, the continuity of the framing is not present with regards to the rest of the film.